Hi everyone, this is Tom Cunningham and I'm the founder of CMAsnap, and we're going to continue our tour with this second video on the CMAsnap dashboard. Now, we want you to fully understand how to navigate all the features on CMAsnap, so if you haven't watched the first video, please invest a couple of minutes and do so now before moving on. CMAsnap's sole purpose is to help you find the comps, do the math, and make a compelling presentation to your clients way faster than you're used to. The next section on the CMAsnap dashboard is focused on evaluating the proximity of the selected comps, high-level market condition, and moving between the pages to find the data you need. Before we begin, let's clarify a couple of key points. Although we rely heavily on appraisal and broker price opinion methodology and use some of the same terms, CMAsnap generates a comparative market analysis and not an appraisal. It's not the same as an opinion of value in an appraisal developed by a licensed appraiser under the uniform standards of professional appraisal practice. It's intended to be prepared by a licensed real estate professional, intended for the benefit of the client for the purpose of establishing a potential listing or purchase price. This opinion cannot be used for lending, tax, or legal purposes. Now for the fun part. Here on the dashboard is where you review and refine your comps, adjustments, and images and assess the local market. Now, before you look at the price, look at the map. Make sure that it's in the right neighborhood. Make sure there's not a railroad track or a major thoroughfare between your subject and your comps. That'll tell you what to do next. The map displays clickable pins for the subject as well as the selected comp, either CMAsnap's best guess or yours as the local market professional. The comp pins are colored with the subject in blue, red for closed, yellow for pending, green for active listings, dark gray for expired, and bright red for canceled. You can review the comps and take them in and out of the price calculation or delete them from the report altogether without ever leaving the page. For example, after looking at the pictures, I don't feel like this is a good representation for my subject, so I'm going to take this one out of the pricing calculation. I'm going to click on the dollar sign and keep an eye on the adjusted sales price. It's changed because now I'm only pricing on this comp, and I've taken this one out of pricing. Now it's still in the report, it's just out of pricing, and I can either put it back in pricing by clicking the excluded sign, or I can delete it from the report altogether. In the upper left-hand corner, just above the subject property address, you'll find links to all of the data that CMAsnap provides in real time, plus a couple of versions of our report. The comps page is where you refine your search, filter and sort the results, and get instant feedback on the combination of comps you select. For instance, remember that one we took out a minute ago? Well, if I decide I want to put it back in, it takes one click. Did you notice that sales price? Do I really want to put it back in? Yes, I do. No, I don't. Yes, I do. No, I don't. You get the idea. We'll take a deep dive into the comps page after we wrap up our tour of the dashboard. Next up is the trends page, where we break down the market quarter over quarter for the last 12 months. You can look at low, median, and high buckets, or you can get as forensic as you want looking at individual listings. And if you have an active lease market in your MLS, you'll find our lease market trend report quite handy. Next up is the stats page, where we give you a visual aid to explain the realities of the market to your client. There's some powerful evidence here, and we're going to dive into all that in a couple of videos. Now, the point of all this is so that you can deliver a great market analysis to your clients quickly. And to do that, we have two versions of our report. We have a short report, which is a condensed 3-page version with limited pictures of the comps. And we have a long report, which has a detailed page on the subject as well as each one of the comps. Each can be sent by high-resolution PDF download, text, email, or embedded into a landing page for one of your listings. And here's a little tip. If you haven't been inside the house and you don't know its condition, block out the sales price. That way you don't get yourself into a box. Now, as you can see, there's a lot here, and we want to be respectful of your time. So we're going to continue our tour of the dashboard on the next video. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and thanks for checking out CMAsnap.